weren't up. We just moved her from one line to another, and she, bam, got those efficiencies up. Remember, that's one of the things that we're looking at trying to do is constantly increase our productivity and get better. Okay, we're here in the next line after Miriam's line, and this is, the supervisor here is Mirna, but this is Sergio, who puts these two legs together, these two pieces of the leg together, and we're going to meet Mirna in just a second. Okay, one of the things, again, talking about productivity that we're trying to do is get more and more automated equipment. We've got in this line, which is still Mirna's line, we've got 4 of these pocket weld machines, actually 5 of them. And what they do, as you can see, is it takes the back pocket of the pants and sews it on and cuts in a hole so that you can get your billfold in or whatever it is you're going to be putting in the back. And so this is, to do this by hand would be very, very tedious and take a long time. As you can see, it takes him maximum maybe a minute to go through this whole operation for each back pocket that goes on the pants. Okay, this is Mirna. We talked about her earlier being the supervisor of this line. And unfortunately, we're at the end of the day here, and she's a little short of her goal. Her goal is 127 bundles. That's 12 times 127. And she, look, they're changing it. Now, just as we speak, she's almost there. I wonder if they're just making that up. I hope not. After Mirna, this is the next line. This is where they're putting the pants together. The final assembly of all the pants. You can see here we've still got these bottlenecks here. You see quite a bit of work stacked up here. That's not a good thing because, again, what we're trying to do is create flow. Create flow. Get rid of any kind of waste. We're going to look at another line in just a second where we'll be talking about also in class where we're looking for ways, ingenious ways to create a continuous flow. We'll look at that in just a second. Just one thing here. We looked at the production tickets earlier where we could find we noted that in those production tickets there was a unique number for each one, and we could find any operation, any bundle, anywhere it was in the plant. So sometimes the supervisors, if they're missing a piece or a part, or they can't find a particular bundle, they come here and look it up in the computer. Okay, this is Regina. She's in charge of this line, and she just took it over with some problems with the flow we're talking about. You see still the pants are kind of stacked up here. But she's going to solve those problems for us, right? Okay, this is pressed here. We've got Edwin working here. He's one of our fastest guys who operate these presses. I think he's slowed down a little bit for us just because he's very self-conscious right now. He doesn't want to do anything wrong, but he's very, very fast. We're going to show you what happens with these pants after he puts that crease in it here in just a second. Let's do one more. Maybe he's going to be faster for this one. Más eficiencia, Edwin. 100%. You can see he's got pretty fast movement with his hands. This is Dulce, and Dulce operates this machine. This is another automatic machine that we've got. We were looking at at Edwin putting the crease into the machine. It's put in with steam and high pressure, so it's a pretty well marked crease. But we don't want these creases ever losing their definition. So what we're doing here, what Dulce is doing, is she's putting a silicone bead in the front and the back part of this pant. So once that silicone dries, that crease is going to be there for a long, long time. And we used to do this by hand, but you can see we've got this machine now that does it for us, and it does it a lot faster than what we were able to do by hand. she suspected here when she went through that there was a problem, a quality problem with that crease. So she turned it inside out. She's going to look at it to make sure that the bead is in there just as it should be. And apparently she's satisfied that it was. Remember, another thing that we got to be very careful about is quality.